Hi there, beautifuls. Do you like this? Do you like it? Do you want to know how to make it? Oh, cool. Maybe I'll teach you. It's actually really simple. So that's why we're going to do it. It's something simple. And it's with a stitch I really like that I think is really good for people. So, stand by. Alright, so this is going to be the yarn we're using. The Mandela Ombre Lion brand. Here's the color sequence of it. I like the feel of it. That, we had it right here. So we're using that yarn, and we are going to use a 5.5 hook on this, I think. What's it call for? Oh, calls for a 5.5. How about that? So we're going to use proper hook, proper everything. So we got our Susan Bates 5.5. First thing we're going to do is make our slip knot. We'll go through that again. So you got your tail end, you got your working end. You make a loop and you pull. Well, let's make that a little bit smaller. You know, like that. You pull the working end through the loop, and now you are going to chain, depending on sizes. It's 77, 87, or 97, depending on the size you want. We're going to go ahead and do the 77, and we'll be right back. Okay, now that you have your chain of however many, just a single chain, all the way to the bottom there, all the way to the top, say hi to Luna. Now, as you have them, we'll turn this around so it looks like what you guys are looking at. So, as you have them, you have all these stitches that go across here. You're going to do a double crochet into your second stitch from your hook. So there's the first one. We're going to go into that second one. And to do that, to do a double crochet or half double crochet, you're going to keep it work how it is. And then you're going to yarn over, go through the top of that slip stitch, pull through. So now you're going to have 3 strands, yarn over again, and pull through all 3 of those strands. So you're back to 1 strand on your hook. And then you go right to the next one, do the same thing. And you do that all the way down. So it should be, depending on the size, 77, 86, or I'm sorry, 76, 86, or 96, depending on the size you went with. See when you get done. Okay, now, as I get to the end of this portion of it, I want to let you know this is a pattern from Hobby, Hobbii, and it's called the Delightful Headband. I just want to show you how to do it. It's one of those simple things that you can do in a couple hours, regardless of how slow you are. So, but now we're coming to the end. We're going to do our last double crochet, or half double. And after we do that, you're going to take your work, you're going to turn it like so, and you're going to chain 1. Now we're working the back of the loops only. So you have, I don't know how well you guys can see that. You see how it kind of almost looks like a little heart? You're going to go in between that, and you're going to go underneath only the back side of it. You're still going to do the half double, but you are going to be reaching to get the back side. Again, just the back side. You're going to split that little heart in half, or whatever you want to call it, and go for just the piece of yarn that's on the outside. or on the back side. So you'll have that. Okay, now from this point on, you are just doing the same thing, rows of 76, 86, 96, back loop only. You're turning and you're not counting that first slip stitch. So go ahead, and I usually go for about 3.5 inches wide. How wide you make it is completely and totally up to you. But we'll see you back here shortly on how to close it up. Okay, so we're about halfway mark on this. Probably a little less than half. But there's what we got. And like you can kind of see the texture in it. And that's what that back loop is doing. It's just creating that texture for you. So keep on going. Okay, so now you've got it as wide as you want it. You've done back loops only all the way through. So you should have a nice little texture to it. So now we finish it off. And when I finish it off, I always just do one extra slip stitch or chain, an extra chain, and just pull it tight, and that does it. So now we're at the end of it. So now this is where it gets fun. And this is probably what you guys have been waiting for this whole video. But you gotta find our hook first. Cold and bitter. So now I always put my needle on the end, so I'm ready. But what you're gonna do, let's adjust this a little bit. All right, so now you're gonna have a piece like this. Say hi to Wally. So what you're gonna do, lay it in your lap, and wait, nope, that's, yeah. So you want it to be like that. Okay, but you want them as close as possible together. And then you're gonna take the right side, go halfway. So we've got 14, so we're gonna go 7 rows. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 to the edge of there. So we have that. So we took the right side over the left. Now we're gonna take the left side over the right. Now you have that. So you've got essentially the left piece is sandwiched the right piece so far. Now you're going to take this remaining piece and fold it back over it. And then you're just going to sew it all together. And then once you have it sewn together, you add, let's tuck this real quick. Cut it. And then turn it right side out. Oop. And then you have that. And there, you've made your own little headband. I hope this helped. I hope it was doable. If you have any questions, you know how to reach me. I love you guys.